Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, well, this is a strange and spooky night to be on here. Sorry about the lighting, folks. Weird, grainy, it's after 11 at night, and I've had a weird evening. All right, so my husband came home early today. Lately, because we're wrapping up the trip. He normally works till 7:30, 8 o'clock. We have dinner by 9. But I usually have all early evening to make and then clean up, right? You guys know this. I'll say like, oh, I'm making till 7, then cleaning up and making dinner. No, lately he's been getting home at like 4, 4:30, 5. It has put a serious dent in my making. A serious dent. So tonight I'm wearing my pajama because I'm going to be making late. But I'm going to get to that in a minute. Sometimes it's very useful to have the husband. What do I have in my hand? I have Dina's boot. And he's entirely responsible for us getting this back. Let me tell you a little funny story about today. So he came home early from work. And he was going upstairs to meet me, and he let me know, oddly enough, and it was around, I'm guessing 5, maybe it was 5. It was early. He came home early, so 5. And as he was passing, our neighbor, we only have 3 apartments per floor. So 1 floor below us, there are 3 apartments. And we know these people. That's all I'm going to say. We know these people. So we've been here long enough that we know them. We say hello to them when we see them. So as he's coming up the stairs, they call out to him and they say, oh, you got a package today. And he says, I did. And he goes, well, no, your wife got a package, I think. So he hands, sorry, something just fell. I bet you it's all my craftiness. It's like a pile of my supplies. Don't worry about it. It's just I'm sitting there thinking in my head, thank goodness it's nothing I made. Okay, so he hands him a package. And he's like, yeah, you got this. It was just left downstairs on the floor. Now, why don't we believe that? Let me tell you why. That was the contest entry from Alicia Love Letter Generation sent by Express Post. And they had to have come in the building. And, okay, let's say they didn't want to walk all the way up to the 4th floor. They wouldn't have walked to the 3rd and just left it there. They either would have left it downstairs or outside our door. And Express Post here goes right to your door. Anyway, my husband doesn't say anything. He just says, oh, thank you. Then he remembers Dina's package and me saying how weirdly taped it was at the back. So he's like, listen, any chance that you took in a package for my wife the other day, like when she picked up her mail? Like any chance that you got that package or anything like that? Now you have to remember, we have a big mail slot. I told you, a big mailbox outside the front door where the open street is. But it's a big mailbox, as I've described for you here anyway. It's considered to be a big mailbox, and it's a big slit. It never occurred to us that maybe this package was not put in our mail slot, which is locked. Okay? Until my husband got Alicia's package from this person. And he's like, any chance that you got this package for my wife the other day? And the person says, yeah, but we put it in your mailbox. And my husband went ding, ding, ding. And he was like, listen, I don't know what happened or whatever, but it's missing something, and it probably seems really small. It was like something that my wife's friend made for her. It's like a handmade. He goes, I don't know if it's a card, but it has like a witch's shoe on it. Any chance that like you accidentally, like it dropped out of the package or something? Because we noticed it was taped, so maybe like you opened it mistakenly thinking it was yours. And he says, well, give me a second, I'll go ask my wife. So he comes back, he says, yeah, well, no, my wife accidentally opened it. She didn't read the front. Who doesn't read the front of their mail? But anyway, and opened it, but she put everything back. And my husband was like, can you ask her to check again? Because everything was there except for like this boot and a spider thing. And the guy was like, well, what's the spider thing? My husband's like, I don't know. My wife has never seen it, but she did see this witch's boot thing. And I don't know if it's a card, but it's like a witch's boot. You kind of can't miss it. Yeah, you really can't miss it. Okay? Take a look at this, folks. It's super dimensional and super pretty. So the guy's like, no, but I'll let you know if anything turns up. So my husband says, okay. So he comes upstairs. And he's like, listen, I think I figured out your missing mail thing. And he hands me Alicia's package. And he's like, is it opened? So Alicia, when I go through that contest entry tomorrow, I want to make sure that there's nothing missing from your envelope. And I'm going to tell you why. So we're sitting there. I'm making dinner. I'm a little obsessing about this boot. I realize they've opened my mail. Not happy. Okay, but I have to let it go. Right? Knock, knock, knock at the door. It's the man. Hi, is this what you're looking for? My wife accidentally forgot to put it in the package. Really? Really, you forgot to put this in the package? Really? Look at the size of my hand. Look at the size of this. Okay, if this were sitting on my counter, I would notice it. And I have a lot of crafty mess going on right now because, quite frankly, I'm still making tonight, so my whole couch is covered in stuff. And even so, I would notice something this big and shiny and beautiful. Now, you know, I always think the best of people. I think you guys know this about me already. But I was like, my face clearly said, really? But my husband saved me. He came up behind me. He was like, oh, you found it. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you looking for it. This means a lot to my wife. And I was like, that's right. And it does. It does. And I just took it. I was like, thank you. But secretly, I was like, really? In New York, we would take off your hand for this. But I was like, put on your nice face. Don't do that. After my husband shut the door, he's like, honey, they're not going to be inclined to return things to you if you make that face. But I was like, she took the boot. And he was like, yeah, but you got it back. No, he got it back. Folks, I would never have thought that a neighbor would take this. I really went to the post office and I was like, someone in here took this. Now I have to go apologize to the post office. I was a little harsh. So now I have to go in and tell them that I have it. But I have it. Dina, look. Okay, guys, we have to open it. The trials and tribulations, folks. Who takes somebody else's mail? And also, okay, sometimes my husband does open up mail without looking at the front. I don't, but my husband does. But he never takes, like, he'll open it and realize it's not his and put it right back and I'll guess tape it up. But, like, this is not a small object. But let's appreciate it now that we have it. Do you see it? Oh, Dina, it feels so good to have this in my hands. Oh, she thicked it up. You know what? I really would have thought this might have been too expensive to mail, guys, because look what Dina did. Look at this beauty. It's super thicked up. Okay, it's super thicked up. It's chunky. It's chunky in a good way. Look, in a good way. Oh, and she used, I love these spiders. She gifted me some of these. And I'm saving them for my biggest collab projects. I love them, Dina. I love them. Okay, so here's what Dina did that is so magical. I'm going to look at it and I'm going to show you. First of all, she thicked it up so it's nice and thick and sturdy. It is the most beautiful. I mean, it's both a shape tag and a self-created ephemera. So she hits two categories, folks. And what I really love about this is, like Susan Tootsie Tucker, this is not Dina's normal making style, folks. This is way in a new category. I'm so excited that she did this. Okay, so she's thicked it up. She's got several layers of lace built up over this amazing boot that is all glittery, by the way. Do you see that? Yes, even on my crappy camera you can see it. And several layers of lace, so it has just this like really nice kind of shabby-esque, but kind of like eerie vintage vibe. And then over that she's overlaid, are they pearls, Dina, or are they metal? Well, they're meant to look like metal, but they're kind of pearly too. Very cool. And then underneath that, she's layered up not one, not two. Let me just count. 3, about 6, 7, about 8 feathers, folks. 8 feathers. And it's like in a plume. That's what you call a plume. It's beautiful coming out of the shoe. And then, of course, my glittery spider. Oh, there's my husband. Hi, honey. He always comes in right as I'm filming a video. You're going to see Nush too in a minute. Okay, so then over that, she created a belt buckle and she's attached some more feathers. Honey, you can walk through. It's okay. I told them that you're in the middle of the video. Okay, so, and over that is feathers. And then over the belt buckle, she's actually attached, and it's a really nice piece too. It feels like metal. Oh, that's him washing his hands now. It feels like metal, but it's actually like ornamental and it has a pearl. It is spectacular, folks. But then she also, look at this, because she's attached it, of course, to beautiful backing, right? Which she then attached washi to on the bottom and also attached different layers of spider webbing. Now maybe this is what she meant by a spider web, because she built this spider web, guys. That's spider web. Look at that. See that spider web? That was not on the original paper. She built that. So Dina, wait a second, hun. Is that tulle? It is tulle, guys. Look. Look at that tulle. And over that, she's laid washi. And then underneath over here, if you pay careful attention, she's got small pink spider webs. And then there's an orange and a black spider crawling through it. Look at it. Look at this expert packaging that just connects to here, connects to here, connects to here. It's amazing. And more importantly, it's back in my hands where it should be. I cannot believe this. I was so happy, folks. I'm just so happy. And that's thanks to the husband. The husband keeps a watchful eye. He knows that milk can go missing. And he's standing right here, he's probably chuckling. But it's a big deal because we don't want our things to go missing. So this is huge. And it's so beautiful. This made my whole day. This made my whole day. So this is Dina's official entry. You get to see it front, live, and center. And that makes me super duper happy. Yay! All right, folks. So let me show you something else before we move on to our next item. So both Dina and both Dina and Jellybean, not Carrie Martin, both Dina and Jellybean sent me something very similar to this. This is a little bit crooked. I need to fix this one a little. That's my demo model. Basically what they sent me were these amazing foam bats that they hauled somewhere. I don't know where. I believe Jellybean sent me a couple in purple and one in orange, and Miss Carrie Martin sent me a couple. But one of them was like nice and large, like bag topper large, and the other ones were a little bit smaller. But, hi honey.
Hey.
So, here's the thing. I didn't have enough to gift Alicia Love Letter Generation and Crafty Michelle a bunch of these bats. But I thought to myself, if I use one as a demo and I can find glittery foam, I could fussy cut out some for them. Now, I did end up finding black glittery foam, but it's much thinner than the foam we get at home. Like the ones that they gifted me are quite thick and substantial, and you can see that this is already bending because it's not thick, folks. This is like way thinner than our foam at home, way thinner. So what I did was I fussy cut using a model. I traced around the model and I just cut. So I made a bunch of these for Alicia and Crafty Michelle so that I can gift them to them because I find them super useful to use as bag toppers, and I thought they would too. But you're gonna have to thick them up, folks. Either that or glue them very carefully. So because they do curl naturally, as you can see. So I thought that was cool, and I'm staying up late tonight to do some packaging because I'm telling you, folks, having him home means no making. So that's the problem. So he's going to bed soon and I'm going to make, but he's not going to be happy about that. What do you folks do when you need to make like until 2 or 3 or 4 in the morning? How do you deal with your partners? Because my husband does not like going to bed alone. So he's like, are you seriously staying up making? See, normally I have my day so organized, right? That by the time he gets home, it's just us time. And today he's got to suck it up. I spent most of the evening with him. And listen, I owe this man a big thank you. Because if not for this man, there would be no boot. But I do need to stay up and make. And so I don't know how you folks deal with it. You'll have to tell me. But I was just like, sorry, honey, but I'm staying up and making. I got a lot of making to do. So I have loads of stuff to take care of. And that's what I'm working on. I'm going to be up till quite late tonight, I think, folks. All right, we're at 14 minutes, so I got to move. I still have Lauren Cunningham and Judy the Scrapbook off to do. So I pulled one of them out, and I'll tell you in a second who it is. It's Miss Lauren Cunningham. Okay, because Lauren actually came in right before Judy's did, so I'm glad. I'm a little bit behind because I've been doing a lot of things lately, and I apologize. I will catch up probably this weekend. We have Judy, My Scrapbook Loft, and we have Alicia, Love Letter Generation. All right, let's take a look here. Alicia, I am trying my hand at mixed media. Woo, a new category for me. I'm usually Maggie Homestyle. Yes, you are indeed Maggie Homestyle. Lauren. Okay, Now I'm really excited to open this, Lauren. She's gone all mixed media on us. Whoa, that's like Alicia's crazy category. Uh-oh, let's see. Did she get Hoplop on us? Lauren, did you get Hoplop on us? I bet you did. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm trying not to tear any of this beautiful paper because she even wrapped it like in washi with this beautiful paper. Oh, of course she did because she thought I could use it, which I can. Thank you. All right, you ready? Lauren. Oh my God, is this your first time doing this? Okay, first of all, do you see this? On my crappy camera, you're not going to be able to appreciate this. I'm going to have to talk you through it, folks. This is so beautiful. Okay, Lauren is totally, I don't even know where to start. She submitted 2 pieces, not 1. Oh, this is with warmest regards, Lauren. This is a most amazing little thing. First of all, Lauren, this was, she put a W, which is both for witches and for Wagman. That's a very nice touch. Look at this beauty. First of all, I don't even know which one to show you. This one or this insanely beautiful one, which my camera does not show you the fine details, so I'm going to have to talk you through this one. Let's start with this. I cannot believe this is your first mixed media. I can't. I'm so impressed. Lauren is a beautiful maker. And if you remember, folks, one of the things that I told you is that when she sent me in that submission for the last challenge, it was beautifully crafted. And I was really impressed. So this is really well done. All right, let me take you through it because it's super dimensional. See how she used the foam dots? Yep. And this is just really nicely done. Lauren has incorporated in the back, which is what impressed me. It's what I was studying. You knew I was going to study it, Lauren. Do you see how she's vintaged the whole tag? And more than that, she's distressed it. And on top of distressing it, she's used a painting technique so that it matches up to this distressed pumpkin on the ephemera. Not an easy thing to do. She's done browns, oranges, rusts, light orange, and she's lightened it up. So we have all iterations, all different opacities, from the most transparent all the way down to where it's a much deeper, and which gives it dimension. And all that's done by hand, folks. That's all done by hand by Lauren. And then what she did was she added in these ring cutouts that she also inked up. So it looks like it's part of the paper, but it's not. That's Lauren. That's Lauren who did those cut aparts, and it's Lauren who stained those pieces so that they look like that. And then she's put on these pieces of ephemera, but folks, she's also distressed those and inked those. That's why they look the way they do. They didn't come like that. She inked them. And then down here, she did an orange leaf and then put a glittery purple one over top to also give it dimension. And she put one pumpkin on smaller foam dots and then the next one up above that on bigger ones. So you have a layered look. And that's why it's super dimensional in person. Really smartly done. You're using your head when you design this. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 glittery glossy birds up top. And that's really cool with the matching black eyelash tool. And then just so we would root it with our eyeball, right? Because she's got black and black. She's brought us down here where she's darkened it. So we went from that nice soft orange and brown edging of distressing all the way down to a darker tone, a dark sort of orangey brown at the bottom. All the sides are distressed. All the sides are stained. This is beautiful work. This is beautiful work. It's her first ever mixed media, Hoplop style. Oh, you guys brought your A+ game. Are you ready? I wish, Lauren, my camera doesn't do you justice, girlfriend. I'm so sorry. All right, so I'm going to talk you guys through this because you can't see all the beautiful detail. So first of all, it's postage style, which is really cool. You could, she even put the little foam dot on the back, like she did a foam chunk, because it's weighty, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. So this is a piece of felt that she's thicked up really well, expertly, but not so thick that like you feel like this couldn't be like on a Memdex, or you feel like it couldn't be on a postage stamp, or it couldn't be used as a piece of ephemera. And then what she did, and this is where I'm really impressed, She stitched in Halloween, which is super beautiful that she sewed that in. Look at that, expertly done. I cannot believe this is your first time doing this. And look at the funky font, folks, like it's so cool. And then, are you ready? She took wire and she created a soft barbed wire. Soft and barbed wire, oxymoron, right? Something that seems to contradict itself, but no, folks. Because what she's done is this soft barbed wire underneath, and then it does a curly Q, which gives us sort of that feeling that there's a little bit of menacing, but not so menacing, and you don't have to be scared. And then she's added 2 metal pieces that look like studs, but they don't go all the way through. And then she's attached another felt moon, and because this is heavy, she smartly was like, I'm going to put this on acetate. And that way the backing doesn't distract from this piece, and it also doesn't look too chunky. Very smartly designed. So this is Lauren Cunningham going all like Hoplop mixed media creative style. First time ever attempting something like this. Congratulations, you did a great job. This is hard to believe that this is your first time doing this. Yeah, it's really beautiful work. First time, and this is beautifully done. Again, I wish my camera did this justice, folks. My new one will. This, at least you can see how much work went into this. Very, very well thought through. Super exciting. Entry number 17, Miss Lauren Cunningham. Oh, folks, beautiful, beautiful work. I will put her Instagram down below, and I'll link her channel too. She doesn't have a lot of content, but I'll link her channel. But it's the Instagram. It's the Instagram, folks. Check it out, Miss Lauren Cunningham, entry number 17. And she gets points for the fall themed, clearly fall themed, clearly, right? And way, way out of her comfort zone. And super innovative. She went all messy hoplop, except it turned out beautiful. That's it, folks. Lauren Cunningham. Pretty amazing, huh? I'm telling you, you guys have really brought so much passion to this challenge. Clearly, we all like the fall. Clearly, we're all excited about doing. We've had more Halloween than Christmas, but I think that's because people are not yet ready to gear up for Christmas, but we have had some Christmas. Let's think about Miss Susan Tootsie Tucker's steampunk Alice in Wonderland inspired tree. Oh, yes. Yes, we've had some Christmas, but we've had lots of beautiful autumn projects and Halloween inspired. And it's so nice to see people stepping way out of their comfort zone. I bet you learn lots from doing this, Lauren. I know every time I work on something like this, I learn a ton of stuff. All right, folks, that is my exciting news for tonight. I still have Judy Mike's Graphic Loft and Alicia Love Letter Generation to do, but it is almost midnight, and I have to get back to making. So I promise you that I will be back on with those maybe tomorrow night when I get back from the beach. And if not, at the latest on Saturday, we'll catch up on the weekend. And I thank you for your patience, but listen, Dina's had to take priority over everything, because we got the boot back. We got the boot back, folks. Isn't that something? Yay for the husband. Yay for the husband. And Dina, yay! All right, folks, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for all of your support. Thanks for all of your kind words about my cards and the things that I made. I've learned lots from doing these. I mean, I told you, I owe a lot of thank yous. So normally I just prototype, and I either use them for myself or I send them to friends that aren't paper crafters. But this time I made a decision because I owe so many thank yous and I'm such a slow maker that I would send prototypes as thank yous, which was really risky because, like, look what happened with Dina's. Like that jumbo Memdex tag thing, you know, I put too many sequins in it. For me, it has movement, it shakes, but I wanted more movement. And I didn't think to check to make sure it was evenly fluffy. You know, there was a lesson. Next time I go to buy one of those, I'm going to be paying much more attention. So normally I don't send out the prototypes, but I owe so many thank yous to people. And if I work this slowly, it could be a year before I get them all done. So I really wanted to start getting some done. So I made each prototype to practice for the collab. I made it with someone in mind. So that's how I've managed to get some of these thank yous together, which feels good. It does. It feels good. But it also means that those of you getting thank yous are getting learning thank yous with some flaws in them. So thank you for being so encouraging. Um, I'm learning as I'm going. I told you I've been working very hard at becoming a better, more precise maker. I'll still always be Hoplop. Again, won't be Lily, won't be Anne, I'll be Alicia, just a neater, cleaner Alicia, meaning at least I'll be less flawed, forced myself to do some things better. But that also now makes me hyper aware of when I make a mistake. So things like that shaker for Dina, lots of good learning. Hopefully with everything that we make an error on, we get better, right? I hope so. At least that's what I like to tell myself. All right, folks, have a great night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.